What's up, YouTube? This is Caesar the Ape God doing a fight discussion talking about the up-and-coming UFC welterweight championship fight between GSP and Carlos Condit. George St. Pierre is quite a character. He's a lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him, a lot of people say he's boring, a lot of people say he's just technical. But if you love him or hate him, you can't deny the fact that he knows how to win fights. His fights may not be the most fucking brutal, beat down, blood flying type fights, but he dominates his opponent to the point where he wins the fight, and that's all that really matters. Um, he will be facing a guy in the called Carlos Condit. This guy is, his nickname is his stage name or ring name or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's called the Natural Born Killer. And if you've seen this guy's fight with, the up and coming Canadian superstar Roy McDonald, then you'll know that he really does live up to that title. He showed the heart of a champion, getting beat down for 2 rounds, came back in the later round and beat fucking Roy McDonald to the point where the ref had to stop it. 9 seconds away from, the fight being over. But his ass whooping was, for ass whooping like that to be stopped that late, I can see why. Because Carlos Condit was literally trying to kill that kid after Greg Jackson told him to. But, it is what it is. I like Condit, He's an interesting fighter. He's primarily a striker with a good ground game. Always goes for the finish. He's a finisher. GSP is not a finisher. He's a guy that prefers to win via points, even though he has promised that he was gonna win via knockout or submission in this fight, in this next up and coming fight. I'm not so sure if he will, but we'll just have to see. But I just don't see Carlos Condit beating GSP. I mean, he can knock GSP the fuck out. That can happen. And I really wouldn't be surprised if Carlos Condit knocks out GSP, because the dude is pretty versatile with his strikes. And I can see him catching GSP eventually. GSP's chin will get tested. That's what will happen. But I just don't see him beating GSP. After he gets cracked a few times by Condit, GSP will throw his old game plan of, I'm gonna go for the finish this fight, and go back to the way that got him to the dance. The lay and pray / wrestling dominance, pure wrestling dominance that people just can't stand, because they expect to see a brawl, a fucking street fight. And you're not going to get that with some wrestlers. You're just going to have to get, personally, I don't have a problem with the lay and pray, because if you can't defend it, you deserve to lose. That's my own philosophy. But, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people prefer the brawls, and it is what it is. But, I see GSP getting caught a few times. He will get cracked, but I don't see him going down. I see him immediately going to the wrestling. And when he decides to do that, it's kind of fucked. I mean, he can submit GSP off his ground, but I think GSP is just too grappling savvy to be submitted, unless he's just gassed as fuck or something, or fucking just not paying attention. He's one of those wrestlers I just don't see getting submitted. But that's that. Don't want to make this video too long. Condit's my boy. I like Condit, but GSP's gonna beat him. All right, that concludes my video. Subscribe, rate, comment. Tell me what fight discussions you want to talk about, what MMA topics you want to talk about. It is what it is. We can do that. Caesar the Ape Guy signing out. Everybody be safe.